All right, so I'm posting this right at the very beginning of the new video, the new series of blackjack sessions, simply as a reminder for anybody who hasn't seen the earlier postings. And I appreciate that my audience is not as large as, for instance, Vegas Mats or whatever. But I'm not cheating with these things. I'm putting a timestamp on them, which is more than most of these people, these professional losers on YouTube do. And I'm doing my best to demonstrate to you that I'm playing it straight. The way that I play is not something that can be imitated by people who are just visiting Las Vegas, for instance, for a fun weekend or whatever, because it's a serious business. It's not. If you look on gambling as entertainment, then you're never going to win. If you tackle it as a business opportunity and you apply yourself soberly, sensibly, consistently, with a strategy and with a lot of money behind you, then you stand a chance. It's not a huge chance, it's not a guarantee, but it's a way bigger chance than you face if you go at one of these games inadequately funded, inadequately cognizant of exactly what you're up against, inadequately prepared, in other words. And if you treat it as fun and games, and you avail yourself of so-called free alcohol, and you treat it as just an exciting time, they will get you. There's no doubt about it. All right, so too early to watch TV, too late to go to the pub. So here I am, once again. Oh, that's extremely rude. That's worse. Keep doubling for the push there. You only do that 100 or less. 13 against the two. Do I hit 13 against the two? No, that's the one that gets Gary spinning in his grave. So I guess I have to stand. Okay. Well, he would have been right because I'd have got 17 and the bad guys would have got 20. So back to the min. Yes, I didn't really need to go to the pub. I've got plenty of beer in the house. So, oh dear, 1-2. That works. They always work. That was a nice one. Plussing again. Uh-oh. 1-2. Double. Just what we needed. What a shame. Oops, pardon me. Hit the wrong tin again. Where am I? Double for the loss. 1-2. Aha! There are no surprises in this game. It's the old story. Seven and eight will usually attract a nine, and 7 and 9 will attract an eight. It's just how it is. Is that 3-4? So 3-4-7-8, I believe. Just right. So that was 1,500 to protect ransom, save, whatever, 860. So I think that was a decent deal. But there are plenty who would disagree. Is that one too? Yeah, if I remember to say it out loud to myself, then I remember the bet. If I announce it to myself, well, I don't know. It must be dementia, I guess. Okay, that looks like 7-8 again. That's not good. 15-8 drop. Oh, 18-8. Eh, 21-8. 18-8. Not so good. I think we'll call that 2010. Okay, now 3-2. I'd have to run away from here in a minute. Now 5-4. I'll do the 5-4 and then run. Oh dear. Well, we made that. So 1-2 now. That was a lucky pull. I'm not going to refuse it though. I mean, would you do that in the casino set? No, I'm sorry. That was too lucky. Just take my money. It's fine. Double for the loss. Repeat. Yeah, that was a lucky one. Well, that's what you need, is lucky ones. Back to the min. +1. +1. Boom. 1-2. That wasn't that wasn't a starter, was it? 3-4. Uh-oh. 7-8 again. We're back there in the long grass. 15-8 drop. 12-8. Betty. 2016. So let's call that 4-3 in 500s. That was a little bit lucky. So that's 1-2. Oh, no, that's wrong. I just placed the wrong bet. Damn it. Oh, I'm stuck now. I've got to do 3-4, haven't I? Bloody boo-boo. I hit the wrong. Instead of hitting the red one there, I hit the 3-4. All right, well, I've got to go the whole hog now. 7-8. And then we run away. I was hoping. All right, so 15-8. Well, that was a nasty one. So 15-8 times 1,000. And we're 87,862 plus 87,862, which means we're minus 12,138 minus 100k over there. All right, so I've got to do my little thing with the pause button. This is a nasty one. All of a sudden, it was looking great, wasn't it? And then, well, that is what happens. And remember, the cards don't give a tinker's toss about bet values. If they did, we'd be in big trouble. All right, so where am I at here? 15.8. So the drop has to be 3. Because normally what I recommend is, whatever your drop is, whatever your down is, let me get it right, whatever your down value is, in other words, the depth of the hole you're in, you should bet not less than a fifth of that as the first bet once you're in the drop zone. Right, so 15.8, 3. That was close. 12.8 now. Oh boy. That was a bit more. But these are the ones you need. It's the game. Anybody who's ever played this damn game knows that was a legitimate, typical situation. I mean, what was it? 18, 20, 25. I caught a 3 to my 11. That was awful. So what we have here is we've got plus 19,000. So we're at plus 6,862 for a lot of exposure. But we saved the day. And that's the idea. What happens with people? As a matter of routine, and I watch these guys all the time, is they don't bet sensibly, they don't bet logically, they don't bet an amount which is relatable to the depth of the hole they're in, They just sort of, it's as if it's a whole separate world. And you watch the Vegas Mats and the Bobby Rivases and all the rest of it, and every time they go back to the table, all their prior losses are forgotten. So obviously they're not going to be able to recover them because they've just left them behind. They are, they're not interested. And you can't play that way. You must, at all times, have your hole in your head, so to speak, and fight to get out of it. And if you forget the hole every time you go back to the table, then you're doomed. It's as simple as that. It's over, Anyway, back to the men. Yeah, I always get people sort of saying to me, oh, well, you wouldn't be able to do that at the same time. It does not matter. I don't want to double down. 12 against 13. Yeah. Double for the loss. 1, 2. Oh, I've got a long way to go here, haven't I? Ace 7, should I double that? Yeah. No. So that was 1, 2, so that's 5, 6 now. Right. That's better. Double for the loss. Double down. Okay. Double for the push. Like that. Repeat, I think. Well, that's a good repeat. I like it. Minimum. Split them. Oh, okay, so we lost one. Double for the loss. Repeat. $51. Oops. So that's 3, 4. Oh, lucky one, maybe. Yep, that was a lucky one. But we like lucky ones. We're up for those. And never say no to a natural, even at minimum. Bummer. 51. 2, 3. 5, 6. Oh! Repeat it. Oh, it was better this time. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, very nice. Double for the loss. 1, 2. Another very nice one up there. Got to let the dealer win once in a while, though, right? Otherwise, they just get shirty. Double for the loss. Oh! 1, 2. Bugger. 3, 4. Show off. Okay, repeat that one. Ah, I thought he'd done it again for a second there. Okay, 3, 4 is good. Back to the min. Last one. 51. Oh, very pretty up there. 51, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what a waste of a fluke. I was just waiting for the 7 because he keeps getting 21s to my 21, you know. Yeah, this one's dragging on a bit because I had to run away, of course, so there's more to play. Ah, God, those 20 pushes are a real pain in the ass. Let's face it. 2, 3, maybe? Oh, he'd have beaten me anyway. 5, 6. Got it that time. I was struggling there. All right. I just want to get the word out. I don't want to. I don't want to get famous. I don't want to. I don't want my face anywhere near this. I don't want my real name on it. I don't want to be, have anything happen other than have a lot of people go, "Oh, wait a minute, that's a really good idea." Okay, is that 1, 2, 3, 4? the turnaround. 15-8, drop to 3. 12-8. 4-5. That's not looking so good. 4-5, 9-10. Okay, 19-20 is the turnaround. Let's have it. Probably not. Okay, so that's 4-2. And we're actually I'm going to run again. Plus 117, 112, 42x 1000 minus 100k over there. I won't run the whole shoe when we after turnaround because I was wittering away there, not realizing that I pressed the pause button. I was just going to say I'm not going to run the whole shoe when I'm done here. I will just get to turnaround and then retire. All right, 4-2, so the 30th, 4-2, so the drop has to be 1. Here we go. That's a good start. 2-3 then. Oh dear. Oh dear. 5-6. This is where we get into heavy duty. Well, I guess we're out of trouble then, aren't we? So 5-6. But this is the whole point that nobody seems to get, nobody seems to care about. I mean, just do what I do, and you'll do a lot better, okay? But just don't waste your money. If you can't afford to win, don't put your money at risk. That's all I'm saying to you. Okay. So plus 5 there. I'm going to have to do the math off camera. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got first shoe that we ran away from, 87,8662 left. Second shoe, 117,112. Third shoe, which is this one, 105,000. Total is 309,000 on the plus side, 309,974. And we've got 300k in markers to pay off. So that leaves us with just plus 9974. Okay, which is good for 20 minutes, roughly 20 minutes. But not good enough for your high rollers like Dana White and Vegas Matt and Crazy Cody Bird Money and Steve Will Do It and all the others, all of whom are losers, including Dana White. Whatever he claims, he's losing money. He's just if he'll tell stories like the stories that he tells when he does these interviews, then he's losing. He is definitely losing a lot of money. And I'm sure that if ever this gets to him, which is unlikely, whenever he hears one of my little anti-Dana White, big white lie remarks, he will counter it by producing his, what do they call, W2Gs, to prove that he won over $1 million a night at the Venetian, I think it was, for 23 nights in a row. I don't think even the Venetian would be bribable. I mean, I suppose he might sort of say, okay, well, I'll just give him 100,000 tip if they'll just write up but that's a problem, because then they're guilty of falsifying federal tax records. So I don't think he's going to be able to do that. I don't think he's going to be able to produce them without them being falsified, but that's a whole other story, isn't it? So anyway, not a whole lot, 10 grand in 20 minutes. And we had to really go to bat for that. But the whole point is, this is how you have to play these games. You have to have money behind you. You can't equal the amount of money that the casino has, again, sort of lined up against you, but you have to get as close as you possibly can. You have to be able to ride through the rough patches and come out the other side and make the right bets at the right time so that you end up in a situation where your average winning bet exceeds the value of your average losing bet by a percentage which vastly exceeds the percentage of the house edge against you. And it really is simple logic, simple arithmetic, simple common sense. Nothing earth-shattering, nothing amazing, nothing that's worth me saying, you got to pay me a bazillion bucks for the secret of how to beat the house. It's too easy. And it's been around for free on my blog now for 15 years or whatever the hell it is. So, whatever. Take it or leave it, folks. Bye-bye. All right, then. So before I get going on this session, which is number about 27, I guess, in the current series, 27 sessions without a loss, I just want to very quickly hop over to Excel. So just let me pause for a moment. Yeah, this is just to have a quick look at the first 25 sessions, which added up to a win of 138,000 plus in about 5.5 hours of play. That 5.5 hours, of course, in the real world, going from one table to another and God knows what, would actually be probably closer to 8 hours, maybe a day's worth of hopping backwards and forwards and so on. I don't think 138 grand is terrible pay for a day's work. I do want to stress that there was one seriously nasty session in which we were exposed about 140,000. So what this number down here is basically is that's the profit we get for digging deep to the tune of about, I mean, we could call it 150,000 if you like, but it's near enough like for like, isn't it? And of course, I constantly have to deal with the fact that people accuse me of cheating and they say that, I'm cherry picking and hiding the bad stuff and all the rest of it. And, my response to that can only always be the same thing. And that is, why the hell would I do that? I'm not selling anything. I'm not asking for money from anybody. All I'm trying to do is to get the word out. Try and get as many people as possible, especially influential people, to stop and think before they throw their money away, because too much money is tossed into the casino coffers and it does not need to go in that direction. It's time the damn casinos started paying out instead of constantly taking money. I just watched Degen Dolt do another ridiculous session, cost him near enough 15,000 at the Venetian. It was only about half an hour, maybe a little bit more than that. And, because he bets all over the place, because he bets randomly, because he's emotional, he loses. His last session before this one was a loss of about the same, about 15,000. And you start to think, what are these people doing? Are they deliberately losing because they know that at the end of the thing, once they've posted the video and they've started to demonstrate that they've got X thousand views for it, do they get their money back? I mean, is that how it works? Because yes, they make money from Google, but I don't think that Degen, DD, as I prefer to call him, because I don't really like the Degen bit, and I don't know whether Dolt is his first name or last. I mean, maybe his name is something strange like Dalton. I don't know. But whatever. These are real, honest-to-goodness numbers. These are the individual files. The timeline is here. What more can I tell you? Anyway, I'm going to go back to blackjack. And here we are. And before I have my first beer of the day, and a nice summer salad or something like that, I'm going to see if I can actually make a little bit more without getting into too much trouble. Oh dear, bad start. All right, repeater. Yeah, what the repeat is all about is that if the bet is less than 100, then I require a turnaround win of at least 75. So there's that right there. And if the bet is 100 or more, then I want to see a turnaround profit of at least 100 every time I turn around. That's what that's about. So repeat is standard. As soon as I get into sort of above 200, then I don't go for the repeat anymore. I mean, there's a limit to how much you can push your luck. That's a double. Whoa, well done. Okay, +1. That was a bit cheeky. Well, yeah. Ooh, I like it. That doesn't look good. Okay, that's 1-2. That's 3-4. Here we go. Down the water slide. Ugh. Uh, what was that? 3-4. It stays that. It's a turnaround bet, so it stays the same. That's what I like to see. Dealer 22s. I'm all for them. God, this guy DD. I mean, he's absolutely amazing. The number of dealer 22s. He save his ass, but of course he throws his money away. So after a while, it doesn't make any difference. But it's something to see, I tell you. I've now got about 300 screenshots of dealer 22s because I'm just campaigning against these crooked bloody games that they're putting out these days. What the hell was that? That 50? I think it must be 1-2, isn't it? I don't think that was a plus. Here we go. Uh-oh. Okay, 5-6. Long grass. Maybe. Nope. 5, 6, 11, 6. So we drop now. As soon as the the down. I often confuse myself here. The drop and the down. As soon as the down, which is the hole, gets past 1,000, 2 or past 1,000, then you drop. So it's 11, 6, drop to 3. Now double. Oops. 11, 6, 17, 6. Stay on the 3. Blimey O'Reilly, 26. I should think so. 17, 6. Oh dear, 23, 12. I think we'll call that 5-3 in 500s. Oh. Oh. I think that did us some good, didn't it? 5-3, so 2,500. So that got us out of trouble, okay? And no, I do not manipulate this thing. I have no idea how to do that. And if I did know how, I wouldn't do it because it would be stupid. That's very nice up there. Very clever. That's a repeat. Oh. Oh. Okay. That's a clear and back to the nitty gritty. Very important. Fall back to the min. As soon as you've got your profit. All right, now he's showing off, isn't he? 1-2. Double. Oops. Oh, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 5-6 again. Ugh. All right. Didn't make much from that, from our 1100, but we saved the damn bankroll. That's the thing. Not the bankroll, but the profit. That's what counts. He keeps sort of like, going back and forth the way that DD does with his bets. I mean, he's all over the place. And he may have a grand plan that I'm just not smart enough to recognize. The grand plan that involves throwing away 30,000 in the last couple of sessions. I mean, come on. Oh, that's good. I like that. Don't like that. Less one. Yeah, dealer 22s are very good. I recommend them highly. What the hell was that? It's 1-2 now, isn't it? Sorry, you don't have to answer that. Alexa, stop. 3-4. 7-8. Okay, that's good. Dealer busting is good. I think we can all agree on that. I lost that one, didn't I? 1-2. My mind wanders, Nothing I can do about it. 3-4. Well, I don't think I'm going mad or anything. It's just that I've just got so much to think about all the time. I just I drift off after a while because I've done so many of these sessions now, and I'm not complaining at all. I mean, I enjoy doing it, and I hope that somebody out there is getting some value out of it. But oh my goodness, that was clever. 51. Oops. All right, close enough. Bust it, bust it, bust it. There we go. That was worth doing. Uh, 51. I'm back to the min, aren't I? +1. +1. +1. Eventually, all of these will be Excelified. Oh my goodness, that was a good one. Am I plussing now? See what I mean about losing it? Okay, that's we're going to chase it. Don't like this. Look at that. I've never seen the like. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Where the hell are we? So that's now. Damn it. It's. I think it's 7-8. 15-8, and we drop to 3. $12.8. Yeah, when you're figuring out the drop value, which should be a fifth of the down, ideally, but rounded up. I mean, I could have turned that into 500, I guess, as the drop. But now I've forgotten where I am. Was that 7-8 now? No, 15. No. Ugh, damn it. Maybe I am losing my marbles. Ooh, don't like the thought of that. I think we went to 7-8 there, did we? Now we're at 2,737 in 14 minutes. That's not that great, but it's not to be sneezed at either. The thing is, of course, that you make the biggest money when you're threatened, because that pushes the bets higher, and then of course you get the naturals and the doubles and the splits and so on that pay off. So that's how that works. Oops. Okay, double for the loss. And repeat it. Uh-oh. 51. I think we're going to have to roll over for this one. 2, 3. There we go. All right, so we ended up with 2,937 in about 15, a little over 15 minutes. Call it 16 minutes, 2,937. So I can stop this, and I better write it down in case I forget. 2,937. But yeah, it's very educational watching these guys. The likes of DD, Digen Dolt, and so on. BJ, I think it's number 27, might be 28, plus 2,937. See, the theory that the mathematicians like to put out is, oh yeah, well, you can get away with this kind of crazy betting, but eventually you're going to lose it all, and it's just so weird, I mean, but then when you think of the position that the casinos are in, they are constantly dumping on any kind of progressive betting. They say, oh, no, you don't want to do that. And if you don't believe me, just accept the challenge, which is on my blog on Google. It's been there for like 15 years now, where, go into any casino and start doubling down. And, just keep an eye on your watch, set a timer if you like, and see how long it takes for a pit boss to come over and say to you, oh, you don't want to be doing that. That's really dangerous. That's just not a good idea, because you'll just lose all your money, and it's, it just doesn't work. And why are they doing that? Why are they looking after you? Why are they giving you advice about, sort of like you need to be more careful, etc.? It's because you're a threat to their bottom line. That's why they do that. And so there's lots of lies put out all the time about how dangerous and stupid progressive betting is. And trust me, do it right, like with pattern betting, and it's your best friend. Do it wrong, as with the martingale, and well, it actually works extremely well for about 99% of the time. But then all of a sudden, oops, the wheels come off. So that's it for now. I'll see you next time. All right then. So here we go again. Yeah, it's still the same old Sunday, and it's way too light for me to even think about sitting down to watch TV or do something stupid like that. I finished the Sunday paper, a couple of pints of beer, excellent dinner, wonderful salad. Oh, terrific. Now I can hardly move, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'll have another bash. And usually I don't touch alcohol before I play any kind of casino game. with real money at risk, but I feel less constrained. Um, I'm still deadly serious about this, but I'm not so bothered about it. Well, that's a bitch, isn't it? Double for the push. +1 plus max. That's my choice, is to stop at 5. You want to go higher? Oh, look at that. That's awful. Well, that would be 3-4, which is not nice. See, I don't dare celebrate until the wizard has finished dealing cards, because, God, he keeps matching my 21s. It's so damn rude. And to those of you out there who think I can manipulate this thing, well, you just got your heads up your asses, is all I can say to you. Double for the loss. Excuse me. What did I just do? It's 1-2 now, isn't it? Oh, 3-4. 7-8. Long grass. Well, that's a double, I think. Just waiting for the 6 up there. That was a lucky one. Absolutely lucky. And if I were manipulating this simulator, I'd be very proud of myself for coming up with that one. I've got to say. Well, bugger you. Ooh. That's definitely a 1-2. Shame. Oh, Jesus. 51. Why do I laugh? It must be some kind of crazy, nervous laughter. 2-3. All right. It's always good to get it on the third, with the turnaround before you have to drop. Oh, 51. No. Double for the loss. 1-2 again. Oh, look at that. 3-4. Sometimes you look at these and think, what? That is true in real play. 3-4 it is. 7-8. Back in the long grass. Eh. That I like. 2,000 at 5 minutes. Excuse me. I can hear a lot of that. I'm having a hard time tonight. I was talking to my son, my middle boy in California, who's struggling with a cough that's been with him for months. He's finally got an appointment a month away to have it dealt with. I'm not sure if that's 1-2 or not, but that's what I'm going for. Well, that's pretty. Just waiting for the 5 up there. All right, back to the men. +1. 51. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's a double. That's a nice one. I'd like to see those coming in. $51. Repeat. 1, 2. Oh, that was nice. Not expected. I like the unexpected ones. They sort of like keep you positive. I think that's 51, but I'm not sure. Well, here we go again. All right, back to the men. This is really pretty much of a doddle, this shoe, isn't it? Famous last words, as they say. 51, excuse me. 2, 3. Oh, 5, 6. Damn it. Thought we had that in the bag. All right, as long as you get those turnaround bets, you're in good shape. You've got to remember to fall back to the men. This is where the likes of Degen, Dalt, and so on, fall foul of the math. Got to remember, or you got to know when enough is enough. What I was trying to say. It looks like 1, 2 to me. Damn it. A little better. All right, back to the men. Double. +1. These ace splits are coming up a lot, aren't they? Oh, thank goodness for that. +1. 1, 2. 3, 4. Well, that'll work. Definitely. Double for the loss. Double down. All right. Back to the men. Oh, very nice. I don't think I'm going to bother to chase that into the next shoe. We're at a very tidy +4,112 in 10 minutes. So I'm cool with that. Yeah, the thing that you get from these mathematicians, the the naysayers, the shills, the barkers, the performing seals, whatever the hell they are. The guys on YouTube, for instance, who are losing money hand over fist, left and right, and who scoff at any kind of progressive betting strategy. They sort of make snarky remarks about martingales and all the rest of it. And if you're dumb enough to believe that progressive betting can only mean a martingale, then you don't deserve to be here hearing my pearls of wisdom. Because, I mean, what I'm doing here is based on 50 years of experience, 40 particularly solid years since 1978. So that's 47 years, actually. And I've paid a lot of attention. I've watched a lot. I've learned a lot. I've talked a lot. Everybody from dealers to pit bosses to other players to anybody who's got any kind of light that they can shed on the business of beating table games generally. I mean, baccarat and blackjack and craps and single zero roulette, but mostly blackjack, because blackjack is definitely my favorite game. I just find it exciting because of the unexpected bonuses that you get, the naturals at critical moments, and the successful double downs when you badly need them. And of course, when they desert you, that's time to run away. And that's one of the rules of thumb that I always followed. If I couldn't catch a double down, if I lost 3 double downs, then I'd walk away from the shoe. If the dealer kept topping me by 1, especially if I had 19 or higher, if I'd pull a 19, the dealer had a shit up card, and then pulled a 20 or 1 more than me, again, I just walk away. And it's not about the math, it's not about the arithmetic, it's not about probabilities or whatever. It's mainly about how you feel. And if you feel that you're swimming upstream, that you're really up against it because the dealer's hot, the table is cold, whatever, just walk away. Gag. Get up and go. That's what it means, and it's the don't bend over rule. Don't just keep bloody well taking it. And this is something else that, I mentioned Dolt simply because he's the last one that I looked at and the last one whose outcomes I processed through the model, the algorithm for pattern betting. But he just keeps bending over, thrashing after thrashing after thrashing. And the last couple of outings that he's had, I think the last one was 14,100 up Shit Creek, and this one was about 15,000. So he's looking at 30,000 he's dropped. And he crows about the fantastic blackjack session he had way back when in Caesars. And what happened there was that he had so many more winning bets than losing ones, he'd have had to be blind, drunk, stupid, and moronic to lose against that kind of situation. This last time, I think he lost maybe 1 more bet than he won. Sort of like maybe 61 losses and 60 wins, something like that. No way he should have lost. Pattern betting, I just drop the outcomes into the algorithm. I don't pay any attention to secondary bets, these multi-hand bets that these guys love to do. I guess for drama, whatever, I don't know. Stupid, absolutely ridiculous, never any use. Just stick to one hand and do it right, but now I've lost my drift. Sorry. Anyway, I'll forget about this. Maybe pour myself another beer. What the heck? And I will see you next time.